Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's hopefully having a good weekend and everything. Um, I forgot to mention there was a video I just filmed right before this. I forgot to mention that I my most recent review was of this guy here. Hopefully you can see this. This guy here, the Tusken Raider. And that's the Discover the Force Tusken Raiders, the Walmart exclusive. That's the most recent review. The link, to that review will be in the description below in case you guys haven't seen it. For this video, and there's another video I just shot right before this, so I'm going to put it in there as well. I'll probably start doing. I'm going to probably try and do that more often when I do these vlog videos. You know, if I just had a recent review that was just a couple days ago, and put the link, because if you miss the review, maybe you'll catch the vlog and then you'll look at the review afterwards. I think I'm going to try and work that in more often. So anyway, I've been thinking about something I'm very excited for is the Avengers movie, which, you know, so many superhero movies. I love the superhero movies, and some of you lucky bastards out there that don't live in the States yet, I know Forces with Jesse mentioned this. I know Autocon's one talked about it, a couple others maybe. Some of you guys have seen it already, and I was just reading it's made over $178 million so far, and it hasn't even hit the States yet. We don't wait. We gotta wait till Friday. You guys have seen it before already, and I keep hearing how amazing and awesome it is. And I just was looking through some. I googled. I typed in. I did a search of the Avengers, and I was looking at images, and there were images from the movies and cartoons and comic books and stuff like that. And I was trying to find. I wanted to change my profile picture, my Facebook profile picture, to like an Avengers picture. So I was looking for something to use, and it got me thinking. And I've been watching the other Marvel movies, the Iron Man movies, and Captain America and the Incredible Hulk and Thor and all those, sort of gearing up for the Avengers. And I kept thinking of comics. I actually posted this on Facebook the other night. That I had like a sudden urge to want to go to a comic book store. And I was thinking, now some of you may not notice, I don't think I've mentioned this too much. One thing I want to show you guys, I picked up this a couple weeks back. It's a Yankee, it's a little LED light, it's a little flashlight. It's very bright. So that's going to really help. I'm going to show you. Sometimes it's dark in this room. So I wanted to show you this. It's really going to help me with stuff where, you know, if it's a little dark and I need to like show you guys something, this is going to help me out with certain things if I really want to get a detail into something. So let me shut that off because it's too bright. But let me pick this up. I think it was like $10, so good pickup there for that. So anyway, it got me thinking, you know, I collect a lot of things. I also collect comic books. Now, I'm not a huge like hardcore collector, like, you know, like going out for like first editions and buying mint comic books. I want to read the stories, and I buy monthly issues sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to keep track. At this point, I've kind of, you know, occasionally I'll buy something if I'm somewhere, but I've sort of abandoned buying monthly issues. I just kind of, I'll wait until they put them out in collections and volumes and stuff like that, and just buy it like that. And just, you know, I have some books that are sort of older, and I was thinking about how I got into comics, and I figured this is a neat story. This is like 80. I want to say, I don't know, mid 80s, somewhere in like there. And I was very big into G.I. Joe. I had watching the cartoons. I had lots of the figures. What I didn't realize is that Marvel had a comic book, a G.I. Joe comic book, which actually started a little bit before, I think it was about 83. Started a little bit before the cartoon actually started. And I remember being in a Kmart. My parents told me, we're going to Kmart. Do you want to come along with us? Now, you're not getting anything, but do you want to come, for the ride? So I was like, all right. Now, of course, right away in my little mischievous child mind, like, well, they say I'm not getting anything. Well, sometimes I can figure out a way. And I had a neat little thing where I would go and look in the toy section, and I would try and find something that was cheap enough that maybe I could talk them into it. Like if there was something $15, $20, like, no, they won't do that. But if I could find something for $5, $6, I could talk them into that. If it was my birthday or Christmas or something like that, that's different. But if it was just like a regular average day as a kid, But I used to do that a lot. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. But anyway, getting off track. So I was in this Kmart with my parents. And they're going off looking for whatever they had to look for. And I'm heading towards the toy section. And I go past there's like a book section. And something caught my eye that I went looking in the book section for some reason. I don't know why. And something else caught my eye was this comic book rack. This metal, just standalone comic book rack. Like a spinner rack is what it's called. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been in a comic book store, or even like bookstores now have comic books. And I'm looking through, and I was into superheroes. I would watch Super Friends as a kid, and there was a cartoon called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and that was in the 80s. But I wasn't into comic books. I was into superhero stuff, but not into comics. But I'm thumbing through, and there's a G.I. Joe comic. I didn't realize there was a G.I. Joe comic, and there was two. There was one that was G.I. Joe, then there was one that's called G.I. Joe Special Missions, which is sort of a sub set or sub storyline. So I wound up buying the one. My parents thought that was only like $2 or $3 or something like that. So that was an easy sell. So I wound up getting that, not realizing that this one issue was part of like a bigger storyline. It was like a continuing storyline. And the next part continued in that issue of Special Missions. So I remember, like, for a couple of days, I was like, can we go back there? I had to get that other comic book. I was trying to convince him, trying to explain to him. Finally, a couple of days later, my brother, they were busy, so they had my brother take me back to the Kmart to get this comic book because I wanted to get it. And so I kept buying, going into comic book stores or any stores that sold comics, looking for the other issues that continued this story. And little by little, I started looking at the superhero stuff. And if I didn't find any G.I. Joe issues I wanted, I looked through the superhero stuff, and I started buying the superhero stuff. So little by little, and like I said, I buy, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to grab this. Come with me. I'm going to show you just a little bit. I don't know how bright this is. So I got some of the basic. No, I'll show you this first. I laid these out, and it's a little dark in here, so I'm going to turn this light has like I don't know. There's something wrong with this light. It sort of delays. But anyway, these are just kind of kind of monthly. I haven't even read any of these. These have been piling up for a while. It's Robin, is Star Wars, is Superman, Spider-Man. Stupid light is broken. Figures. What else we got? There's some Captain America. Just kind of random monthly issues. Although these are old at this point because I never got a chance to read these. But then over here, and there's some of your typical kind of big books that you need to have. I'm going to zoom in. And we got You see, this light's coming in hand. You got Dark Knight Returns and The Killing Joke. If you're a Batman fan, if you're a Joker fan, you got to have that book. Death of Superman, Sinestro Corps War, Watchmen, Flash Rebirth. What else I got in here? There's a bunch of other stuff. Got some 30 Days of Night if you like horror comics, if you're into vampires. A bunch of Batman Hush. Stuff like that. Somewhere in there, I have Civil War, which that was a pretty huge Marvel event. And that led into like the death of Captain America and all this stuff. So, that was some. Those are some big books, and I'll collect stuff like that. And there's some other stuff that I eventually want to get on Amazon. I also, I've mentioned The Walking Dead, and I have some of those comics, which again I still haven't read. I got those back in October at the New York Comic Con, and still haven't read them yet. I've been just haven't gotten around to reading them. But so I just thought I would share that story, another little piece of the puzzle. It's not huge. I know there are some people that are really hardcore and that look for those first issues and graded books and looking for like Spider-Man number 10. That's the first appearance of this. But I don't have that kind of money to spend on comics. It's just a little thing. It's not as I'm not into that as much as some of the other things I collect, like the Star Wars. But that's something I've been thinking about. I thought you would enjoy that little story about the collection and the Kmart and how I got into comics. Period, which was not, like I said, it's different than maybe some people. I started with the G.I. Joe, and not the superheroes, which is the more common thing, is the superhero genre of comics. But some cool stuff in there. Like I said, it got me thinking about the comics because of the Avengers movie coming out, which I'm really excited for. And I got one thing I got coming on eBay. I have some Captain America posters and some Avengers posters coming, and when they come, I'll have to show you those when they haven't come yet. So when I get those in, they're really cool looking. I'll have to show you those when I get them, because some are gonna go up. Because I have a couple posters that have been up for a while now, and I want to take them down. Got to change things around a little bit. So yeah, that's it. That's just little, another thing that I'm into. And we're gonna wrap it up. And until my next video, hope everyone is, healthy and everything's well with you guys. And until my next video, I'll see you. Bye.